Hi guys, welcome to the Nearly Naked View. We're going to talk about three things today, which is, should suicide be legal? Our views on the death penalty, should it be legal? And stereotypes of gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transsexual. So first I want to ask my two guys over here what their view is on if suicide be legal or illegal. Vane?
Depending on the situation.
Well, tell us your view on it. What kind of situation? Why do you think it should be illegal or legal?
Like, it's hard. Like, I think a better topic would be should murder be legal? But how can it be illegal? Like, who gets charged when the person's obviously dead?
Well, if they catch you before you do it, you get put in a mental hospital and everything else.
You lose your rights for trying to commit suicide.
You lose your right.
So, what do you think if you don't succeed, do you think you should be punished for it?
I think the people that have, or whatever has caused the person to commit to that situation or option of suicide should be enforced, taken on it. Like, not the person, because just putting them in a mental hospital, that's just a wall. That's not stopping it. You should ask them, get into their head what is causing it, because it could be bullying, and that could be way simpler than sending this person to a mental hospital where they'll go insane with all the pills and the treatments, which is pointless. Where when someone's like that, you should just go to the main target, what is causing this person to feel like that.
So it should be legal, but with certain circumstances?
Yes.
Adam?
See, I think it should be legal if it's done correctly. I don't think that it should be legal for one person to just go and cut their wrists or to hang themselves or something like that, because that's just ridiculous. I mean, you make it legal for people to jump off bridges or run cars into buildings. I mean, that hurts other people that don't want it.
Sure.
But, like it is in Amsterdam, I mean, you literally can go and sign some forms and get blue steel in your veins. Should it be legal for anybody to be able to do that? I guess that's where the hard part comes in at. I think for people that suffer, like, let's say cancer patients, or for people that are basically a quote-unquote waste of space, if they're adults and they feel that they don't want to live in the world, they should. Because think of everything. The government, the money that just gets wasted on people like that, the people that just, sit in their own homes and create different types of diseases, or they don't clean their houses, and that affects those type of people. If they feel that they want to be shot or with the blue steel, I feel that it should be. I think people would be a lot less miserable, which would free up the depression that they say we're headed.
See, I think it should be illegal. Well, I mean, it already kind of is, but because most people who are committing suicides are not people who have cancer and have some kind of disease or anything. It's just people who go through a breakup or are gay or something like that. That's something that can be solved really, easily, very
people
simply.
That want it to be solved can go to counseling.
Yeah, but they don't think for that. When they're in depressed mode, they just want to I think suicide is actually a basic attempt of attention. They want people to flock to that.
For some people, yeah, but then there's other people that really don't want to be here, and when they try and don't succeed, they end up going through hell, like what Vane said.
Yeah, well,
which just makes them want to kill themselves even more.
Traditionally, if they really want to
waste of space,
succeed, there's easy ways to do it without. If they do something that they know might not work, they're doing that on purpose. I think, because I've tried to do it too, and I wasn't trying to kill myself. I just took a few pills and I wanted people to pay me attention and
see if they really care.
Yeah, see if they really care. So I think that's what most suicides now are happening. Besides the gay people being bullied, but people, you hear about suicides more people breaking up with their boyfriends and people cheating on them or people doing them wrong or something in that nature is where I hear most suicides come about. But I guess y'all kind of agree on some level, and then I kind of disagree.
Think about it over in Amsterdam. Seriously, people can go and kill themselves. You have to look at the different types of culture. People are actually, crime rates are down over there. You know, different types of like funding isn't needed. Like, why are we billions of dollars in debt? Well, it's because we keep helping or trying to help the same people that don't want the help.
Well,
It's the stuff that I look at. If we could make it legal to where it's not dangerous to anybody else, and you know, maybe there has to be a doctor consent or some type of an agreeal process or something, but I think people are adults, and if people don't want to live, why are we having to pick up the slack for everybody? Because that's what's hurting us. That's why it's such a process to get on food stamps. That's why, you know, there's no Social Security left anymore, because it's all being spent on random shit that doesn't need to be there.
Well, I think on suicide, whenever we try and don't succeed, they put us in the mental hospital. I don't think they should put in everyone that tries to kill themselves and don't succeed in the mental hospital. Only certain people who are like putting just because no reason, they just want to hurt themselves, like cut their wrists. Like people just get off on that. Them kind of people need to be in the mental hospital. But they're something like we can just go to counseling like once or twice a week, or a therapist, and just find out what's making them so depressed to make them want to kill themselves. I don't think we should put those people into homes. They just need somebody to take the time out of their schedule and just talk to them. Because apparently they don't feel like anybody likes them or feels like anybody cares, so they need something like that instead of throwing them in the home with all the other crazy people.
But how many times do you hear of nobody giving a damn? Even a doctor. I mean, these people get help. Time after time after time after time after time. And it's like that 10th and 11th time that people are just like, well, what do you do? That's where the difference comes in.
It's almost like an addiction.
There's something moving underneath my skin.
Hey, pay attention. That's the same thing could be said as an addict. Time after time, they need somebody to help them.
Sure.
I mean, it takes a lot of willpower to stop, or once your self-esteem has been crushed, it's kind of hard for you to build back up.
True, and that's why things are in place. But the people that are just not happy, why can't they kill themselves if they want? I mean, who are we? You know, every individual has their own rights, and who are we to tell somebody they can't do what they want to do? Is all that I'm saying. I mean, we're just hurting ourselves. If these people genuinely want to do it, and they've obviously made these attempts over and over again, and are not happy with life, why are we holding them back? We're technically torturing these people. They are sitting here, and they hate their lives, they hate the world, they hate whatever, and they just sit here in misery. Who are we to tell them that they can't?
I'm sorry, but if the person who's been in this place time after time, they need to find another way to just end it really quickly, like instead of like putting a gun to their head instead of trying to take a pill or cut their wrist. They know what they're doing that on purpose.
Not necessarily.
Yes, if a person ends up there multiple times after being...
So you're for suicide?
Do what?
So you're for suicide?
I think he's like wishy-washy. He's just trying to contradict.
No, I'm just saying, if the person... I mean, I'm not for suicide, but I mean, if they really want to end it, and they've already been to this place so many times, and then they're going to keep going back there if they don't concede. Won't they do it the easy way? I'm like, put the bullet,
go and sign paper and get a shot. Is what I'm agreeing with you on that. You just agreed with everything that I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but you're saying that the person, keeps going back there. We shouldn't pay for it. I mean, they're doing it on purpose.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying these people that sit here in life miserable and they try, because I'm sure it's not easy to put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. I mean, the psychological fuck up with that on its own, and surely it can't be easy. So you find people that take, you know, X amount of pills or try cutting their wrists and have no idea what they're doing. I mean, yeah, they say it's easy, cut down the line, but how do you know that's actually going to work? For all you know, your blood clots up and you're just looking there stupid. And that happens to a lot of people. So again, as you just agreed with me, it should be legal. Because these people that keep trying, they should be able to go do it. And why would you let people do it with a gun when you can just go and have doctors, professionals, do it when it's not painful, there's no mess, it's done in the right directions, it's done in the right places.
Most of these people who...
diseases and, you know, people with blood diseases and stuff, it's not all over the walls, so now it's not families, husbands and wives picking it up off the wall when they had nothing to do with people.
Because most people... they are all religious, so they go by the Bible, you know, taking another life is a sin, blah, blah, blah.
A certain type of people, not everybody. Obviously the people that are trying to kill
do you really think
that.
a doctor is going to want to, like, take somebody's life because they're upset?
Look at Dr. Kevorkian. Yeah, he did. He believed in the same thing that I'm talking about. People that didn't want to live, he was helping them kill themselves instead of putting themselves through agony Because think about it. You shoot yourself in the head, you're going to have an open casket? No. So when you get something put into your veins, at least your family can mourn the way that...
What happens if you miss? Which happens
you
a lot.
miss. Yeah, that's true. You lose your jaw, or people that shot themselves in their... Right here comes out their eye. Now they've got a hole in the side of their head.
They're half a vegetable for the rest of their life, but they're still alive.
Well, let's move on because apparently we're all for letting people kill themselves.
Well, you were.
Just who are we?
No, I'm not for people killing themselves. I'm just saying.
Who are we to decide whether they should live or not? It's their own.
Lives.
It's their lives. If they feel that there ain't no other way out, we have no right to stop them. And if no one's gonna help them, then it's their only way out. It's only us as a human being to lend a hand to someone else in the cry for help. But we find with professionals, just like cops today, they look for the easy way out and not doing the hard way, which they know is the right way, but they're just too lazy. Like I said again, if someone's trying to kill themselves, there's always a reason for it. They just don't wake up one day saying, I'm tired of living, I'm going to kill myself. If they are, they may be mentally damaged. If they are, then that's just something else. Just like with a cult, there's ones that do sacrifice themselves because they believe in a god of some sort of like that. But the ones that are suffering from depression is possibly from being bullied or a miserable life or a haunting memory, and no one seeks to help them. They want to put them in the insane asylum because it's the easy way and not get into their head and make them a better person. Just like an animal. If an animal is hurt, most people would just put it to sleep. They don't want to make the effort to keep it alive. It's just that simple how human beings are.
No, because usually animals, whenever it gets to the point where they're being put to sleep, is that there's something solution. They got rabies or...
Well, 9 times out of 10 you can fix that stuff. People just don't want to spend the money.
Exactly.
So the same thing with...
Well, hello, do you know how much it would be? You think, hello, our times here we're now, you think somebody's going to pay like $500 to get a dog with rabies shot?
Again, then why are we going to charge this person that wants to kill themselves hundreds of thousands of dollars that they're never going to pay for having to want to kill themselves? Again, we're sitting there feeding, and they're costing us money. They're running up electrical bills. I mean, it's the same thing. In these day and times, why can't people do that if they want to? It's just hurting. We're just hurting ourselves trying to control other people.
Because I don't know, but we need to move on because we're going to be here sitting here for 5 hours.
Isn't that the point of that, though?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
Give me a drink.
I'm really upset.
I'm asking
Yeah,
you
like-
to give me a drink.
That's
What
what,
if
you
people-
wanted. You
what if-
wanted a good argument, so we have one.
Well-
You're just not agreeing with that.
But what are people who don't want to live and they just want attention, like cut themselves and...
Well, that can be deciphered. You can obviously tell the kind of cry of help and somebody that's actually trying to kill themselves. I think the lady standing on the bridge about to jump off and the kid in the corner cutting his wrist, you can tell the difference. Maybe that kid, yeah, maybe he does want to kill himself, or he thinks he does, but he's not an adult. He doesn't know. But the lady standing on the bridge, if she's willing to take that plunge, then why are we trying to hold her back?
Because why would you want her to...
Well, I don't want her to. I personally don't. And I don't believe in running away, but why are we going to tell them they can't? Who are we? That's just putting us back
Because
into
it's
a communist
selfish.
country. To you, it's selfish.
No, it's selfish to her family members that are...
But that is her. It's free will.
But she don't know who she is.
How selfish is it to take these funds away from people that need them? Because now we have to be, America, and take them and put them in facilities, and, what does it cost to house somebody in a facility? I mean, shit. Thousands of dollars.
So
it's just hurting ourselves.
So she cannot be in the right mind or something, and her family, do you know how bad people hurt whenever their family members, kill themselves?
Yeah, firsthand. I really realize it. But at the same time, I would have, personally speaking, I would have rather my mom been in a hospital instead of with drugs in her system leaning over in her bed. If she wanted to do it, she should have done it. Should have been able to go and sign paper. How horrible was it to find her with a drug addiction? Think of people like that. You want to talk about the family?
You can hang y'all's little thing up because I don't think America's ever going to make suicide.
America won't, but that's not the point. It's just the point of the topic. We're putting our opinions out there.
Okay, next topic. What do we think of the death penalty should be legal or illegal?
Another thing.
I think it should be legal.
Depends. For me, about that, it depends. When it's pretty much the same. on the topic, like a new topic I think we should put up is murder. Like for example, say a kid or a child was in an abusive home by a stepmother or father or whatever related, and to the like most today, like if it's a child, they'll treat as an adult and send them to the death penalty, but it just depends on how it is. Like,
Spit it out.
If you take somebody else's life, do you think that person should be killed?
I believe if, like, I come from the home, I have a lot of dark secrets that I can't even say, that even Zach doesn't even know about, and I don't even want to bring up, but in my opinion, like, let's just use a movie character, okay? In my opinion of, like, the movie Halloween, Michael killed his stepdad because he was abusive, and I believe that was right. If someone is...
But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about, like,
We're
when
talking
you go to
about-
Yes,
jail.
but the kid... Okay, once he killed the dude, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to be sent to prison, and mainly they're going to see him at... If it wasn't for his
You're
disability...
skipping the
he
point, though.
would've
Because he killed his stepfather, should he be killed?
I'm just...
It doesn't matter what the circumstances.
I know.
Do you think
But
that
should he
penalty
be killed
be
for
legal?
it? No, because it depends. Like, it should be... how much...
If they kill him out of cold blood, just kill him to be killing him, you think them people should be killed, and the people who, like...
If someone went on a rampage just to kill for a sick, twisted pleasure, or just to commit, just, whatever in their head because they're God, say, like G.G. Allen, if you ever heard of him, yes, death penalty, 100%. But if it's ones that have been stuck in a situation to the point where it drove them mad and they had to, it seemed like only killing this object is the only way out, then no, they should be sent to a mental institution, or no, they shouldn't be killed. Those that are the picture of evil that wanted to do it out of a sick pleasure, out of a thing in their head like a god, or one of those, what do you call it?
So like Al Qaeda. We shouldn't be
Like
over
Marilyn-
defending
what's the
our
Marilyn
country.
Manson?
Marilyn Manson. He
as
was an
Marilyn
influence.
Manson, or the,
Charles Manson?
yeah, Charles Manson.
Charles Manson, he was an influence. Do I believe he deserved the death penalty?
Like, he's still alive.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're saying people that believe in it for a religion should not be killed.
No. He's saying
Well,
people...
no, I'm asking what he's exactly saying
No,
because
I'm
he
trying to
mentioned
say
religion
that-
in there.
Okay, should death penalty be legal? It's legal right now, right?
Some states.
Some states
Some
it's not
states.
widely legal, no.
Okay. I think I'm trying to, like, split it into two, like, saying it should be legal for some, what's it called?
I pointed that out to you. People who just kill in cold blood, which means they're just killing for no reason,
Yes.
like, should be
Just
killed.
out of sick pleasure, like I said.
Yeah, pleasure. Okay, stop. Don't make any more about it. And then people who say, we're going to cut it short, and then people who are, like, being at, like, child abuse and, like,
Mhm.
sexual abuse by their stepdad or whatever, and they kill them, you don't think they should be sentenced to a death penalty, they just be
No.
sent to a mental hospital and therapists and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's, we had to cut it down. He was,
Right.
like, bringing it out so we couldn't understand you. Al, do you think it should
I
be
mean, I think if you take a life, I mean, how do you punish somebody for that? What are you going to do? You're going to stick them in jail, so again, we have to pay for everything because they killed somebody now, our taxes are paying for somebody to sit in a facility.
Okay.
No, they took somebody's life, why couldn't their life be taken?
See, I think the death penalty should, depending on how bad the crime is, but like I think it kind of should be illegal because the person who did all the killing or killed this, the dad of this family, they're suffering. They're
Yeah.
suffering because they don't have a father. They don't have the mom. If the mom was, like, say, a home wife or
But we've all got tragic stories.
It's not what I'm saying. They are suffering. So you kill the guy that did it. He don't have to suffer anymore. I mean, he doesn't have to suffer. He doesn't have to worry about anything. But if you keep him in jail and make him where he can't see his family and stuff like that, his family's suffering, and so is he.
I don't know what
Interesting
you mean.
outlook on it.
I mean, you don't want that's kind of like the easy way out. Shooting him.
Yeah,
And-
right. What did he doesn't share their pain.
Yeah, he doesn't share. He does not sharing. They're not sharing pain. I think they should be sentenced to life in prison without parole, and like a maximum security.
For what though? Because then they get to go to prison and they get to work up and get privileges and live a normal life
No,
behind walls,
No.
but they have taken
I
a
think-
life. Like,
but no, I'm saying is like they should be sentenced. Like they're just killing for no reason. Just killed the guy. Like he said, like it's like say if a white guy said the N-word to him.
I think a concentration camp would be better.
Like something they need to be put in hardcore prison. We got those, and they just need to live there the rest of their life without parole.
well, here's a spin on that then. Okay, so you're just going to harbor all these murderers into one prison, but what about me? I didn't pay 10 tickets. I didn't pay. I drove out on my license for 10 times. In the state of Florida, you go to jail. You go to prison for a year.
Okay.
So now, because I drove without a license, I'm in a prison with killers now.
No.
So now my life.
I said
just
maximum
making-
security. You're not going to be put in maximum security if you. They're just going to go to jail.
Okay, so somebody that opens somebody's mail, that's a federal offense, you're going to maximum prison. So now because I opened my mail, I get to go in, or somebody else's mail, I get to go into prison with all
You
these
don't go
murderers.
to the same prison.
I'm putting.
There's different levels of prison.
Yeah.
Yes, they're not going to. They're
They're
not going to.
gonna
They're
put
not
you
going to
in-
stick somebody who opened
They're
mail
going to put you in a Supermax.
in a prison with
So-
killers.
Okay, well let me break it down then. So you're suggesting the death row thing, where they just sit in a cell for
Yeah, they,
ages and ages. And
yeah, they
ages.
just die out. I mean, that's basically what the. If you kill somebody, you're not really doing anything. Like,
But what happens when we get overpopulated? Because now people aren't afraid of. I mean, think about it. I mean, having the death penalty. I'm sure it goes through somebody's or a few people's mind before they pull the trigger that I might have to go sit in a chair and get
but I
electrocuted.
mean,
But if there's no death penalty, well, then what have I got to lose? I just get to go sit
I
in the
think
cell. I
it
get
goes-
food brought to me every day. I get showers. I get my ass wiped pretty much,
I
and I did what I wanted to.
but
I
you don't
got,
understand. Like,
I took somebody's life.
the death penalty is kind of bad because, okay, say somebody was driving a car and like intentionally meant to hit somebody,
right.
like to kill them. They kill him or whatever. They go to court and they kind of his lawyer proves it to be like an accident or whatever. Like he's like, I'm saying it's an accident. It was an accident. What if the guy was actually true? It was an accident and they sentenced him to death row? Do you think that's fair?
No.
See, I mean, if the other lawyer proves that, gives a better case saying he was guilty of hitting on him on purpose, that's not fair for that person to have to go to death row.
But our day and age, that's why the court system is set up the way it is, to be proven.
Yeah, but I mean,
To be proven. So, I mean, if you
You
go
know
through
how-
all the
I
steps
mean,
of court,
if the better lawyer you hire, they can make it to where usually the jury has. I mean, the jury is used on those death rows and stuff like that. So all the lawyer would have to do is give a really good speech about why he thinks he's guilty and make him look just horrible for the jury to just think, oh well, he's guilty and he's going to death row and he didn't do anything on purpose.
well then, it
That's
sounds
why-
like you don't agree with the government in its own then.
Well,
Because
there's-
that's our judicial process.
I don't. I mean, that's why I think the death penalty should be illegal because we could be killing. We don't know how many people we'll be killing that are innocent. We have no idea how many people we're killing that are
I
innocent.
mean, I agree. It's shitty. I mean, it's all about money again. If you don't have if you don't have enough money, you're not going to get a good enough lawyer to get out of it. But then, I mean, it's going to be the same thing for somebody to sit on death row for the rest of their lives.
Well, I mean, I think that's.
Quite
I
honestly,
think
if I
that's
had to
better
be
with the-
confined to somewhere for the next 50 years, I think I'd much rather be dead than sitting 10 by 10 for the
Exactly.
next 50 years.
Exactly. That's exactly the point I'm getting. You want to be dead, but
Sure.
you can't. So you're suffering.
I'm
Just
Well,
like the
what-
family that you killed their father. That's why they're suffering.
Okay, so it's a vengeful thinking about it then. It's,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
more of
do you
like,
think? I mean, the families want them to die. They want them to be on death row, but they actually somebody sent there and told them like, look, this guy has just been told he's gonna be sitting there the rest of his life, and he wants to die. Don't you want him to suffer for the rest of life? He can't eat a good meal. He can't visit his own family. I would definitely if somebody killed my dad or my mom per se, and I would know I would want them dead. But then a lawyer sit there and like, look, he just got sentenced life without parole and a maximum security. And he said he would rather die, so he's about to be suffering. I'd be like, hell yeah, make him suffer.
I do agree with that. I really do agree with that. But I think outside the box of, so okay, yeah, they're sitting in the prisons, but look at our economy, look at our world.
Well, I
look
know
at the
that.
people that are getting freed from prisons because we're overloaded.
Okay, I understand that. But,
So, so I guess what I'm trying to pull from you is to look at both sides of the fence. I agree that yes, it's going to be more torture for that person to sit there, but again, look at the rest of the world. what are we doing by torturing that person for whatever, belief we have? What is that doing to the rest of us? Because that one person, we have to pay their taxes, we have to pay their bills, we have to pay all that now. If they did something that validates the crime, why don't we just take it as it is? It's a lot cheaper to bury or cremate somebody than it is to set them in prison for the next 50 years. I think if we started thinking more like that in this world, we'd be out of this depression.
There is some things I think that we should be legal because, now that's just one person killing one person. If this person goes out and just starts being a serial killer and kills Charles Manson, I think he should be killed. Oh wait, he didn't really
Charles Manson never.
He never killed anybody, but he influenced all these people to kill him. He's like a fucking mastermind. So I think he should be put to death row because he's come up for parole. My mom and grandma was talking about. He's come up for parole. But whenever they asked him what's he gonna do, he's like, I'm going back to what I'm doing. So they put his ass back in there. Hello, if he says he's gonna keep doing it, why don't you just kill him?
That's hard to decide. Then, again, you gotta look at the way the system works. They're gonna be like, then why is that fair? If we're looking at every person as an individual, then everybody should get the same treatment.
It's because he's killing. He's making all these people kill all these people
but keeping him
just random people just people.
Keeping him on death row is
gonna
do the same thing.
And not even what is it? Quick deaths. He goes and basically just slaughters them. Almost tortures them.
If you're talking about Charles Manson, the reason why they won't kill him, there's a difference between, bring it.
Don't try to lag it out because you get tongue tied whenever you try to lag it out.
I'm trying to explain it.
Since he didn't physically do it?
No, it's not because of that. Charles Manson will not be killed because he is considered a psychopath, meaning he has no control. There's a difference between killing people that are diagnosed as psychopathic or psychotic or mental illness most likely will never be killed because they cannot help it. Just like a mentally retarded person, if they were to kill someone, they will not be killed, they will be kept alive because they feel that it's not their reason for it. The doctor will stand up for them and they will have every rights. That is pretty much in anything that you see, when they're oh, why is he going to a mental institution? It's because they believe it's not his brain that's working. He's not there. So they cannot kill someone that did not intentionally know what he was doing. They look at Charles Manson as nothing more but a psychopathic genius. He's there, but at the same time he doesn't. When you talk to him, he speaks in words that he created in his head, and you have to decode them.
But
so
they
feel they killed him, that it's a murder of someone that was innocent but at the same time guilty. He's a psychopath, so he is not treated the same as how he was. He could have been like Hitler. Hitler was not psychopathic. Hitler was disturbed in a way, but he knew what he was doing. But Charles Manson, how he acts, he's not influence people, but he's acting normal, talking with you and me. No, if he was right here today, he would be speaking words you would not know. He has a way of getting in your head and infecting you. That is why they don't kill him.
Hello, it's called acting. Anybody can act retarded and crazy. If they know right, he knows right from wrong. That's how you determine.
I didn't know right from wrong at one point. I'm diagnosed as something that I don't want to say.
You still know right from wrong. He knows right from wrong.
At a certain point.
Because if he goes up,
we got a little bit off topic from the death penalty in its own.
Well, we was talking about Charles Manson, why he shouldn't have been killed. I think he made all these people just talk them into how.
Is that guy real hat? The one that really killed babies? Is that a real person?
I have no idea. But let's move on to topic 3. We're getting off a little topic. Topic 3 is stereotypes on gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transsexual. So let's Adam, let's start with you.
No, I'll feed.
Huh?
I'll feed off of what you say.
Okay. Stereotypes about gay, lesbian,
what do you mean?
bisexual, and transsexual. What are things that you know that
you start this topic? Because I think you were more in line with this, because I really don't know where to go with this. So it might just be easier if you lay it out there and then we'll answer off of it.
Okay, well I'll go. Gay, lesbian, sexual, transsexual, and bisexual. People perceive us as whenever you think of people who don't really like gays or who are straight, look at gays as three things usually. Really feminine, age invested in sluts. That's basically three things people look at that are straight and are usually not like doesn't agree with gay people. They think it's a choice, whatever. I was always trying to figure out why people think that, and I know some gay people do give us bad names, but so do like other people. What do you think about that?
Well, with the choice thing, like you said, the stereotypical idea of a straight guy or Christian is the gay guy to be talking like this, acting like a girl. It's because those are the fakes. Plain out and simple. They still like girls. They do it for attention. We all know it. Like how you are, you're not a femme, but you're preppy. You're, like you're like me. We do that thing, but we still are guys. We don't dress like a girl. We don't do it just to seek attention. We don't talk like this. We don't hide our voice. Like,
well, some gay people are actually really like that.
Oh, I know that, but the ones that are purposely doing it, when you can like really tell, like when they're doing that, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, girl," like that. But we'll do that for fun. But the ones that are doing that to make it out of a lifestyle are pretty much the stereotypical ones. Feminine, or sluts. They go up, they flirt with every guy. They dress like a girl for fun because they think, "Oh, I'm gay, so I get like that." And turns out they really like girls still. Girls, like, you gotta think of it. They do that to attract the girls, because what would a girl be attracted more? A guy, for example, Adam, he's a jock, or a guy, he's a regular guy, but he's gay. You think they will feel comfortable around him, or a guy that's acting like a girl? They were gonna go after a guy that's acting like a girl, and be like, "Oh, he's a girl, I don't have to worry about if I get changed from him, he won't mind." And that's pretty much where they get comfortable, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, Jonathan, I wish you were straight." Well, honey, I'm really real. It's proven. All guys that act like that really still like girls. I've never met one.
Okay, but you're off subject.
Okay, that's the stereotypical though. They act gays in the slut thing. You can blame it on Adam Lambert for that and all that society crap. You notice every single thing he does, he's even given a bad name. He has to do something sexual to a guy. That is what the thing is.
Whoa! If we're getting on celebrities, I'm pretty sure we can bring out Lady Gaga and tear her a new one.
What you guys are doing is you guys are speaking of stereotypes. You're not speaking about. You guys are making the stereotypes. You're not actually talking about them.
We're discussing them to know what they're talking about.
That's the thing is because there's a bunch of guys like in gay pride, as you notice, they're being sexual, and that's on public. They're showing their ass. They have like dicks, hats, and all that, and people will assume why, just like when a girl asks me, "You like dick?" I go, "No, I like guys. I'm gay." If like a dick, that's in general, like just like that. I'm just speaking like that's the stereotypical, the public view. We see gay pride. You see a bunch of guys acting like girls, showing like with those ripped out with their ass. It's sexual, all sexual things, ball gags, dildos. They're gonna expect that we are all like that. And look at for all those sites that are on there. Adam for Adam. What's that? Yeah, that used to be a gay dating site / MySpace copy. Now it's a hooker house. There's a bunch of sites that if you go into anything gay, you will notice there's so much of it because males are sexual. We all know that. And like I'm really sexual, but I won't cheat, or anything like that. But
yeah, let's bring it.
They think of a guy, and we like sex more than girls. Girls, they don't have the same hormones as us.
Could that be a stereotype again?
It's a stereotype because you can just like relate to a straight guy with a gay guy because of their sexualness.
But not all gay guys and straight guys are all sexual like that.
Yeah, it's a stereotype. It's not true.
Exactly.
It's what is seen.
They think they jump to guy to guy to guy to guy.
It's all about appearance. Just they think that. Well, actually, I mean, if you look at how straight people they would call you gay just because you're different than them.
Right.
Just because y'all emo, and they would call y'all gay.
Yeah.
Just because y'all take better care of y'all hair and y'all wear stuff like this, they would call you gay just because you're wearing something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could wear a pink tank top with some baggy jeans and you still be called gay just because you're wearing a pink tank top.
it's.
But why is that
weird or different?
Why do we? I'm trying to say how we're trying to. I want to think about how we can make people can see that that's not true. I mean, people need to take time to actually, talk to gay people or hang out with gay people because you get more acceptance from the girls of the straight community than you do the guys or in the elderly or in the more older people. Even girls that go to church and stuff seem to be more comfortable with it than. They might not agree with it, might not want to talk about it, but they still be your friend. But I mean, you tell your straight friends or your grandparents or whatever, they're like, "Oh, you're going to hell, blah blah blah. This is a choice. You did this right here." They have that image of what people have said about it and said that they're AIDS. All gay people have AIDS, and
It's the anal sex.
all the gay people are feminine, and all the gay people are sluts. It's how they perceive us and how some of the gay community show us. They like. Okay, Adam Lambert does like sexual things, but I mean he's never caught on. He don't have a sex tape or anything like that. This is just performance. Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga does all this sexual stuff. Her first CD was like really big sexual.
I know, but she doesn't do anything sexual in her performances.
It doesn't matter. Her songs are.
Well, that's fine. She's not doing anything sexual. She's not even saying anything personally about sucking dick or anything. Like disco, I want to take a ride on disco. So she's like, I want to ride on your cock. She's not saying that. She has class to it,
but she's implying
and she's not grabbing a girl's tits or grabbing a guy's crotch.
She makes the gesture.
She makes a gesture, and she's wearing them itty bitty outfits that like almost show her twat and.
So
because to say penis in a song or dick or cock is derogatory. To say disco stick means the same
rappers
thing,
they do it too. Rappers talk about. Freaking Lil Wayne talks about leaving cheating on him, went to go Wayne, went to go black, blah blah blah, all that dumb shit. Leave your boyfriend, come meet me at the hotel room. Baby, I like it. It's all about cheating and all that shit. But with Lady Gaga or any, it seems like it's pathetic of how it's a song. It's different from a lyric in a song than how it is in a performance. At least she's not going up to them and showing a bad name to it. It's okay to sing about a song like how she does it. Like I feel as long as she's not doing it, she's not going up to a guy, grabbing his head and sticking it on her crotch like fucking Adam Lambert does.
Okay,
making out.
You're defending her because you love her. I'm not going to defend Britney Spears.
Christina Aguilera.
Where is the stereotype there? Where is the stereotype in any of those?
That they are sexual. That we always want sex.
But it's proven fact.
With the whips and the chains on the neck. We're not like that.
But it is proven fact.
It's proven fact sex sells.
Sex sells, exactly.
Oh yes, I know.
Look at Marilyn Manson. Look at Lady Gaga. Look at anybody. Look at
the body
Chad Kroeger of fucking Nickelback. It does sell.
It does sell.
I mean, that's why Marilyn Monroe's so big at. I mean, she was a sex idol of her time. That's how she made her being sexy.
Exactly.
That one picture, I mean, alone probably would still be making her millions of dollars.
What I'm lost with, you guys, is I don't know how to comment correctly because I don't know where the stereotype is in any of this.
Are you saying sexual? That's what the stereotype is.
We are as gay people.
Yes,
that Lady Gaga.
No, all we care about is sex.
No more. Gaga, go away. Gay guys, is it?
No, that's gay in.
It seems to be the guys, like the girls. You notice, the girls get away with a lot of it.
The way the straight. No, I'm talking about the way the straight people perceive all gay people. If you like the same sex, they perceive you as no matter if you're gay, bi, whatever. You are just all you like is sex.
In general,
Well, I think number one for
sex and drugs.
For straight people that are closed-minded and have never been around gay people, I think them looking at gay people, I don't think they necessarily think they have sex a lot. I don't think that's the first thing that goes through their head. I think the first thing that would go through their head as a typical thought would be,
we're gonna hit on them.
No, that these people are, one, disease infested. I think that is a very clearly wide range that most straight people that don't know anything about gay think. Because, I mean, look back, AIDS was pretty much put out there when, people like Freddie Mercury and stuff came out and they had AIDS. So that's kind of where that stems from. So now people from back in that day think of, okay, so gay people, they have AIDS. Agreed?
Stop it.
Am I agreeing with you? Yes.
Okay. So I don't necessarily think it's something that people just think that we have sex a lot, because I know a lot of straight people that can blow us out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I know that, but straight people are considered like pure. We chose to be this way, so we're choosing to have all this sex and stuff. Yep. So they don't look at the straight people and say, "Oh, these straight people are having lots of sex." When you think of people, it's like, who has more sex? You go ask like 100 people. I mean, pretty sure. You think gays or straights or lesbians or who has more sex? I guarantee you most of them will say gay people.
I don't know about that.
Most-
I'd actually like to see a poll or something like that.
Most
I
of
don't know
because
if
most
that
of
would be
our
true.
culture, like gay pride, is so sexual.
But why is it sexual? Why? I wanted to comment on this earlier. What is gay pride?
Well, it's
Gay pride
it
is
was-
being proud
It was
of
not
being
well.
who you are. So
Being
being a gay male,
no.
what are we proud of? We're proud that we like men. What do men have? They have dicks. So
Yeah,
what are
but
we
That's
gonna
just
make
it.
balloons
We
out
like
of?
guys.
Dicks.
We don't like dicks. That's
Yeah.
the same thing as saying
Yes,
that you
exactly.
can like a tranny with a dick. You can like an animal with a dick. We like guys. We don't like dick.
No,
You
listen,
like
listen,
guys,
listen.
but there are people out there that like trannies because they have dicks.
But that's not gay pride. People
That
get
is
mixed up
gay
with
No,
pride.
it's
drag.
not.
That is pride.
No,
No,
pride
no, no.
is being proud of who you are. And
But if you're expressing it,
no,
it's-
see, being there, you're being proud of being yourself, not things you like. Being,
I agree.
Being,
I was going back on the comment of why do people do this in the parade and why does it make it look
Because
like
it's more
this?
appealing. I mean, it's more fun, and but if we go back to where Pride was originally started, whenever it was just like rainbow flags and parents of P flag and
Yeah, just walking
like
and
all
acceptance.
stuff telling about gays instead of like all the strippers and
Ugh,
like it used to be like that way back when it first started. It used to be like that.
I wish I did.
I mean, now it is because like gay guys have like got more. They like to show off their body more, and they like to do all this stuff. But that's what he's trying to say. That
They like to
people
push
see that
the
gay
limits.
pride, and it's like, oh my gosh, they're automatically think bad about us because we're
Exactly.
basically putting ourselves out there as bad icons. We're basically almost proving the stereotype just by appearance.
But there's nothing clean about gay. That it's always sex and dirty and nasty. And what does sex lead to? It leads to diseases. That's what they look at. If you can't like see someone like you can't see a normal gay guy within a crowd, a bunch of people having dicks on their heads and like dick lollipops. You're not gonna pay attention to that. You're gonna pay attention to that and be like, what the fuck? You're gonna go, oh look, there's a normal guy. No, you're gonna look at all these people that are being sexual because, like you said, sex draws attention.
It's probably why it's so hard for us to get gay marriage, is because the stereotype is that we just like to have sex. We don't care if we're committed or whatever. We're going to desanctify marriage. So that stereotype, and then all this gay pride where we're doing all this nasty stuff, like strippers, and we are basically proving the community right by doing all this stuff. If we went back to like the gay pride was really started, people would start to see like gay people aren't that bad, but we basically prove ourselves right. I mean, prove everybody right, even though like some of us don't. I mean, the other half does. So the other half that stands out are usually the ones that's bad, like for us, for the good people. They're the ones that start standing out more. So that's one reason probably why it's hard to get gay marriage.
But do you think why people do that? That's what I'm trying to get to you guys. Why do people do that?
Because they well, I know a bunch of them just like attention. They like to be the center of attention. They like it.
Yeah,
They
But
just-
on that
I don't think they're.
1 or 2 days of the year, and that 1 or 2 days of the year, why are people doing that? Because typically, let's say me, I'm not going to go and dress in a rainbow flag and
Yeah.
run around the city on a normal day. But because of gay pride, would I flash it up a little bit just because I'm at gay pride? Yes.
Well, of course.
Because
I mean,
that's what you do for those days. So that's what I'm trying to get you guys to see. Yes, people do this, but why do they do it? Because it's like the one day of the year that we can.
but they do it every other year too. They just don't do it all in a big
But
group.
not everybody.
When I went to gay
You guys
pride, I
should
went
narrow it down to the certain types of people because you're making it sound like this is what all gays do, and it's
That's
not true.
no. That's what I'm saying. That's what the people see us doing. Like the parade, it's look like a big orgy coming through because most of the guys and girls are like barely covered up. And
So you're
stuff.
saying that the stereotypes come from the way that we put off or put on it.
Yeah, like a public.
It's
I mean,
pretty
it's
much
public.
is.
I mean, it's supposed to be for. Bright Gay Pride is supposed to be us being proud of being gay and
Yeah,
being who we
right.
are and helping people that
and expressive and
helping people
yeah.
that are like not out come and see and learn about it.
true.
It also
People who not came out come to see automatically see all these guys dancing in small underwear and sucking on dick lollipops and handing out porn and automatically think, oh, this is what gay is being all about, having sex and all this stuff.
Not only that, you
You
also
think
should.
that's a really good impression on people who are not coming out and stuff, and families that are come there and they're their son sees it and they come out a little bit later, they're like,
I
oh
don't
my gosh.
necessarily
Yeah.
think it's a good impression, but I don't also think there's anything wrong with it.
Not only that, like, it shows a bad influence on acceptance and also
Yeah, it
people
does.
that are in the closet. Like for me, I was petrified. I used to be a homophobe, but when I figured out I was gay, like almost in 5th grade, I didn't know what gay was. But before then, at the same time, I was a homophobe because that's what I thought. I thought it was the feminine. I thought it was, all nasty and dirty, and I was scared because I didn't want to act like that. I didn't want to dress like a girl or anything, and then I had no one there to help me. And somehow I just knew that I didn't have to act like that. And it turns out the ones that I was around, the gay guys, they were fake. They weren't real. They were doing that for attention. In real life, they were straight.
Okay, see, straight people don't really go
I know.
to gay pride.
I know.
We're getting off.
I'm just speaking in general of, but anyway, like, say in the crowd, like, here's the gay pride, being all sexual, and there's that kid or the guy that is in the closet about his family. So, he wants to come out to them, and his family's seeing this. You think, and he's seeing that, you think he's gonna be like, oh, Mom, I'm gay. No, they're gonna be like, they're gonna look at that and expect their son to be like that, and he's not aware of it. He's gonna think he has to act like that too, because he doesn't know.
Let me clean up what you just said, because you put out 3 different topics there. Like he said, a kid that's not out comes gay pride, and the parents are seeing this on TV. They do it sometimes do it on TV, like New York and stuff like that. They'll show it on TV and stuff. Parents are seeing this, and then a couple of weeks later and stuff like that, their son comes out. You think that's why some kids commit suicide, because their parents seeing all this gay, how gay people act on gay pride and stuff, and then their son comes out, they're treating them really bad, locking them up, taking away
Sending them straight
phones and sending them straight cam and stuff like that. We make it harder for the generation below us.
But if the people would just open their minds up, and as we all know, check it out, it wouldn't be what they think it is.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're going to go out there and perceive ourselves as that way,
Well, why shouldn't we?
because we shouldn't be soothing sex and stuff for gay pride. Gay pride should not be about sexual sex.
I don't necessarily think it is about sex. I mean,
Gay pride. Every gay pride I've been to is all they're sexual. Barely any clothes on. Even the drag queens barely eat pasties and handing out porns and handing out lube and condoms. That's safe sex, but it's still promoting sex. Gay pride is all about being who you are, and not just. It's.
Right.
I think gay pride, like I said, and we can show we can be proud of it without.
Yes.
I believe we can be proud of it without showing off our bodies and all that. Whatever you want.
Wear shirts that just say
hate rainbows, but
wear a tank top that has rainbow that says "I'm proud to be who I am."
Yes, and
we don't have to wear.
Same time,
we don't have to wear itty bitty underwears with rainbow on our ass saying "I'm proud to be who I am" and
inject rainbow stick here.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we basically
time,
I know it's hard for the ones. I know it's hard for us, for the good ones, but I mean, the bad ones usually make it harder for us. And then we go to gay pride and act like a fool. We're still making it bad for us. We're never going to get anywhere in life if we keep acting like we are. I mean, acting like sex. I mean, sex.
Well, then why is it becoming more and more illegal every day?
There's people.
States
Yeah, but it's going to be really hard. Social
there's
southern
more of
states.
those type of people than there are the ones that don't want to do that.
I mean, you see, it's states that are getting legal are more gay,
more democratic states, but again,
and more gay populated. I mean, it's going to be really hard for the South states to even think about getting gay marriage. I mean, it's going to be really hard. Is there anything else we want to say? Amy, you done?
But yeah, with that gay pride, and at the same time being just a flag, whatever. When I went there, I was myself, and at the same time, I was I was showing I'm open to how I am, who I am, and I stand out. Emo, there ain't no other emo from what I've seen, but at the same time, I want to show acceptance too of how it is that. I think a woman, I don't know what it was, I can't remember, it was a man woman, stopped me and said, how come you're not like the rest of them? I'm like, because I'm not one of them. I'm gay, I like guys, like I just said, I don't like dicks. and she just pat me and like, good for you, just like that, because I wasn't running my body like being naked. But see, pretty much what I'm saying, gay pride it doesn't always have to be sexual. There should be two different ones. There should be real pride and then sexual pride. They're showing just they're proud to have anal sex, and it's disgusting. Okay, go on.
Okay. Well, guys, we will see you next week for the Daily Naked View. Bye.